By the end of this video, I promise you're gonna have a great idea on how to start your wardrobe and build your wardrobe on, because these tips literally changed my life. You probably never thought this was important, but you have to figure out your skin tone, okay? Your skin tone gives you a color palette that you can already choose from, essentially. Because if you have a warm skin tone, there's colors that complement your skin, and there's colors that look bad on you. If you have neutral, all colors look good on you and you could wear whatever the hell you want. And if you have cooled undertones, there's certain colors that look good on you and others that make you washed out. So let's learn how to actually figure out our skin tone. The first thing you could do is go wear a white t-shirt, a pure white t-shirt, and stand in front of a white background and take a picture. In the picture, if your skin looks rosy or pink, then you have cool undertones, but if you look a little bit more yellow, then you have warm undertones. If you feel like you look better in warm or creamy off-white colors, it's a great sign that you're warm. But if you could wear off-white, beige, creamy colors as well as like pure white, then you're more likely a neutral. You can also look at your skin's reaction to the sun. If you burn easily, then you're more likely a cool undertone. If you tan easily, then you're more likely a warm. If you burn and then tan, you're more likely a neutral. Another method that you probably already knew is looking at your veins. If you have blue to purplish veins, then you're more likely a cool undertone, whereas if you have green veins, then you're more likely a warm. If you have a good mixture of both, then you're more likely neutral. Another way that I don't think is the most accurate way is by looking at your features. If you have dark features like brown hair, brown eyes-ish, then you're more likely a warm tone, whereas if you have lighter features, you're more likely a cool undertone. I'm going to use this to kind of transition into my next one, but wear some jewelry, okay? If you look better in gold, then you're more likely a warm tone, whereas if you look better in silver, you're more likely a cool tone. If you still have trouble figuring out your skin tone after this though, I know Sephora has a color IQ. It's used to figure out your skin foundation, I think, but it's also a great way to figure out your undertone. Now that we know your skin tone, we have a good selection of colors that look good on you based off of that skin tone, and you should pick 4 to 5 different colors and stick to that. The reason I tell you to stick to 3 to 4 different colors is because it makes putting together outfits so much easier in the morning, and no matter what you do, you're always gonna look put together. Another tip would be when you're buying luxury jewelry to match it in your skin tone, obviously. For example, if you're warm, buy gold. If you're cool, buy silver. If you want to look more high-end and luxurious, I would recommend monochrome outfits. Mono means one, chrome means color, so an outfit that's all in one color. I usually wear all black because that is my soul color, but you can try different colors. If you're ever going to wear white, make sure you don't mix pure white and any other off-white color. Please do not do that. That is the #1 way to make yourself look cheap. For this one, don't come at me, but I really don't like pattern on pattern. It's just so much going on, and for me, it just overwhelms me. So instead, I recommend mixing texture with texture. Experiment with different ones. For example, lace and silk, mesh and leather. There's so many different textures that you could put together that look way, way better than mixing patterns. That's just me. I'm not telling you not to do pattern on pattern. It's just not one of my personal favorites. When you're shopping for your basics, you should try to invest a little bit more money. Now, when I say basics, I don't mean t-shirt and underwear, because that you eventually will change or want to change. I mean like a good turtleneck or a good coat and maybe even some jeans, okay? Some basics that you probably will end up wearing a lot more than just a t-shirt. Speaking of buying quality items, invest in a good pair of dress pants, okay? You will eventually end up going to a business meeting. You will eventually end up going for an interview for a job or something. And they're really in style right now. So go invest in a good quality pair of dress pants. Now, I'm not saying go to the Gucci store and buy like a $3,000 pair of dress pants. No, but go to like JCPenney or Macy's and buy a really good one that looks good on you and that fits nice, because you're probably gonna end up needing it at one point in your life. This tip is if you want to rebuild your entire wardrobe after hearing all of this, shop secondhand, okay? The reason for this is because 1, not only is it cheaper, but 2, you can find so many more options that are just so much cuter and you won't find them anywhere else. So for unique pieces and to rebuild your wardrobe, I would recommend shopping secondhand. And last but not least, if you have anxiety like me, you probably already do this, but plan your outfits ahead, okay? Sometimes what you visualize in your head, it's way different from what it actually looks like on, and you want to be prepared for that. Those were just some of the basics I've learned throughout my 18 years of life, and I'm sure as I go throughout fashion school and learn even more, there's so much more to come. So subscribe for that and let me know if you liked this and if you want more.